Welcome. Some divisions are stacked with all-time greats, non-stop actions. Others, they've been held back with inactivity, weak title reigns, or a lack of depth. Today we're going to be breaking down every single current division and where they rank. Let's get started with the worst division in the UFC right now, which is the light heavyweight division. The light heavyweight division weak has a weak division. The champion, he's not the best champion in the world. I could see him getting beat by many people in the light heavyweight division. The top five, I will admit, is pretty good. I believe Apollo Costa's in there, Magomed Ankalaev, Yuri Prohaska, those type of guys, Khalil Roundtree. But they all beat the champion. But other than that, the light heavyweight division is so weak. There is barely any contenders in the light heavyweight division, and it's just not a fun division to watch. Next, we've got the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division has a really stacked top five, I will admit. The top five consist of Tom Aspinall as champion, Ciryl interim, Volkov, I think, number one contender, Sergey Pavlovich 2, Josh Hokett 3, Waldo 4, and Sergey Pavlovich 5. Which, that's really stacked. But outside of that, you have Rizvan Kuniev, Curtis Blades, Walter Walker. The outside of the top 5, it's such a weak division. And don't even get me started on the excitement. Once I see there's a heavyweight fight outside of the top 5, I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to watch this. Like, it's just all boring because they all have no cardio. The only one I really enjoy watching is Walter Walker because he has really good ground game. I love watching people on the ground. People might call it a snooze fest. I think it's one of the best parts of the sport. But it's just so weak outside of the top 5, and not a lot of people compete for a title in the near future. Next, we've got the middleweight division. The middleweight division once again has a stacked top 5, but other than that, I mean, there's Kyle Real is in the top 5. Brendan Allen ain't even a good top 5 contender. He has mediocre BJJ, and his striking is just horrendous. But other than that, you have what, Joe Pfeiffer, RoboCop, Bo Nickel. It's just it's another weak division. Now, I will admit this top 5 though, with Imavov, Hamzat, Dricus Duplessis, they're all great fighters. Really fun to watch. That's why I don't think it's the worst division, because the top 5 is just so stacked outside of Brendan Allen. But that's why I believe this is one of the worst divisions. Next, this one might be a little controversial. We've got Welterweight. Welterweight has a very dominant champ, but he's inactive. Ian Gary, one of the probably top 5 most technical strikers in the UFC right now. Carlos Prates, probably the best striker in the welterweight division. Just off power, that Muay Thai. Just, he's a really good striker. But, I mean, the top 5, Michael Morales, all he has is striking. He's a very sloppy striker. He has a lot of power, though. JDM showed good signs with his boxing. He's gonna be great in the welterweight division. Gabriel Bonfim, yeah, he's in the top 5 after beating Bilal Muhammad. That's not a top 5 win, man. Bilal Muhammad's on I believe, a 3-fight losing streak now, including Gabriel Bonfim. Bilal Muhammad, no, wait, he's on a 4-fight losing streak. JDM, he lost to JDM. No, yeah, three. But that's just not a good win. I mean, you have Sean Brady. Sean Brady's good, but he's not that good on the feet, man. Bilal Muhammad at 7. I mean, Bilal Muhammad, come on, man. We just talked about this. That's just not. He's not good anymore, man. He barely wrestles. He needs to stick to his best his best asset in his game. He wants to go out there and box with these guys like JDM and Gary. No, bro. Now, but this top five is really good outside of Gabriel Bonfim. I think Michael Morales is overrated, but I mean, I'm I just don't know, man. He beat Gilbert Burns. He beat Sean Brady. Those are just stylistic matchups in his favor. Two grapplers who aren't that good on the feet, especially at Gilbert Burns' time of his career. But yeah, that's why I think it's right here. That's why I don't think the welterweight division is that high up on my list. Next, we have the bantamweight division. The bantamweight division. See, from right here, all these divisions are stacked. There's really nothing wrong with them. The bantamweight division top five is absolutely insane. We have Piotr Yan at champion, Marab at the number one contender, Sean O'Malley at the number two contender, Umar at the number three, Mario Batista at number four, and Corey Sandhagen number five. And then outside of the top five, you have Sung Ye Dong, you have Ayman Zahabi, which come on, he's not that good. He lost, in my opinion, he lost to Jose Aldo. You have David Martinez, really strong prospect. Davison Figueiredo, Marlon Vera, just those type of guys. Really stacked division. I, it's just not the best division. There's some shaky moments. I mean, you have Marlon Vera in the top 10. You have Amon Zahabi in the top 10. You have Davison Figueiredo. All not, I mean, Marlon Vera, washed. Davison Figueiredo, washed. Amon Zahabi, he's just not very good. But that top five is dangerous, man. They can all be champions to this day. That's why I have it right here on my list. Next, we have the flyweight division. The flyweight division is absolutely insane with its how stacked it is. You have Josh Van at champion, one of the best boxers we've seen. Alexandre Pantoja, one of the most dominant champions of all time. Manil Cap, one of the hardest hitting 125ers. Brandon Royval, he's an absolute dog. Taisua Taira, really good on the ground. Horiguchi, good everywhere, was able to strike with Manil Cap. I know he got TKO'd. He was able to grapple with Manil Cap. I mean, he's just a great fighter. Loner Kavanaugh, strong prospect. Asu Ambalayev, really strong prospect. Amir Albalzi, uh, he's not that bad, but he's not that good. Brandon Moreno, he's seen some better days in his career. Steve Ursig, one of the most underrated fighters in the flyweight division. I mean, he had that insane fight with Pantoja that I personally thought he won. Yeah, I mean that division is stacked. There is at least 7 guys who could go out there and defend their belt today. That's why it's this high on my list. Next, we've got the featherweight division. The featherweight division consists of Volkanovski as the champion, one of the most dominant champions in UFC history, probably the best technical striker ever. You got Masvar Evloev number one, Diego Lopez number two, Lerone Murphy number three, Aljamain Sterling number four. Aljamain Sterling is so underrated nowadays. People forget, man. His grappling is out of this world, and he can compete on the feet. He's not bad. People count him off, bro. He was competing with Piotr Yan. People say that was a controversy decision. I thought Aljamain Sterling won that fight, but Aljamain Sterling is still a great fighter, and he gives Volk a tough fight, man. As we've seen him fighting Masvar. Yair Rodriguez in the top five today. I don't know. He's super inactive. His last fight was at 314 against Patricio Pitbull. That's not a good win. But outside of the top five, we got Gene Silva, great fighter. Arnold Allen, great fighter. Yusuf Zalal, probably the most underrated fighter in the featherweight division. He can grapple, he can strike, he can do it all. He can be a top contender. I think he could beat Yair Rodriguez, man. Evan Vallejos, one of the strongest prospects we've seen in a while. Steve Garcia, I know he just lost to Diego Lopez, but he was striking with him, man. He was striking with them. Brian Ortega, he's seen better days in his career. I believe he's moving up to the lightweight, fighting Renato Moicano. So Aaron Pico, he hits so hard, man. If he had better striking defense and he can grapple, that man's gonna be good. David Onama, I've seen some better fights out of him. Patricio Pitbull, not that good. Josh Emmett, he's seen some better days in his career. And the most stacked division in the UFC, you guessed it, the lightweight division. The lightweight division has the most stacked top five, probably. Do I dare say all time? You have the champion Justin Gaethje, hits like an absolute truck. Number one contender Ilia Topuria, probably the best boxer in the UFC right now, and he hits super hard. Number two ranked Arman Tsarukyan, very good wrestling, good grappling. He's a great grappler. Charles Oliveira, he's not in his prime anymore, but he's showed great signs of offensive wrestling. He's shown decent signs of striking. That chin's a little suspect, but he's still a top contender. He's still the BMF champion. Max Holloway, one of the best strikers in the UFC today. Paddy Pimblett, great grappling. Iffy about the striking defense. Iffy about the striking offense. Benoit St. Denis at 6. Shows lacks of fight IQ. Chin's a little suspect, but other than that, he's a very skillful fighter. I love watching him. Marcio Ruffi, one of the most a very good striker in the lightweight division. Mateus Gamrot, probably the second best grappler in the lightweight division. Beat Arman Tsarukyan in amazing grappling fest fight. I loved that fight. Dan Hooker, he's washed. Let's just be honest, he's washed. Renato Moicano, seen better days of his career. Rafael Fiziev, a super underrated fighter, has a lot of power. His kicks are super fast, and he can grapple, man. Quillen Salkild, a very strong prospect. He can grapple, he can strike, he can do it all, man. Benil Dariush, that chin suspect. That chin is suspect. But Manuel Torres, another strong prospect who has a lot of power. That is my UFC division rankings. I hope y'all guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you disagree. I will reply to them. Hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Thank you.